In our last video, we imported the plan image of our venue, added a scale with origin and reference points, then placed our loudspeakers within the space. In this video, we'll cover the most powerful and unique tool in the TiMax toolbox, image definitions. So what is an image definition? Just like a loudspeaker or an audio object, an image definition has an XYZ coordinate on the panner. As the name suggests, an image definition defines the auditory image at its given location. Put another way, an image definition defines level and delay values that an audio object would output if it was placed at the same XYZ coordinate on the panner. Image definitions can be automatically calculated, and when you run a calculation, they take the parameters defined in the speaker types we created in the previous video. These parameters include the dB attenuation over distance, dB attenuation off-axis, mix minus, and over delay. Running the calculation prints the resulting level and delay settings to the image definition. TiMax interpolates between image definitions as you move an audio object around the space. For this to make more sense, let's take a look at image definitions in practice. We need to place image definitions throughout our project to allow TiMax to calculate the level and delay parameters from any chosen point in space to each relevant loudspeaker. Image definitions set TiMax apart from all other spatial audio processors on the market, and they're so key to the workflow that they have their own pan space layer, which can be found here in the left pane. Just like our loudspeakers, image definitions can be categorized by type. When we talk about image definition types, we're normally referring to either their location or their function. It's common to create types such as stage, surrounds, or reverb, for example. We can use these various categories of image definition to route audio only to certain loudspeakers in an extremely granular manner, and we'll cover that in later videos. To create a new image definition type, click the New Type button in the left-hand pane. For this example, we'll just create stage and surround types to keep things simple. We'll go ahead and create both types of image definition, giving each a unique color to make visual identification easier. With this done, we can select our first image definition type in the left-hand pane and start placing them in space. Double-click to place one. Then select New Image Definition from the Overlay menu. We need to place image definitions wherever we want our audio to be localized to, or wherever we think the action may occur in the show. Think of them as a preset level and delay matrix configuration. As TiMax moves audio objects throughout the pan space, we're simply morphing between these configurations to provide the desired output level and delay settings. After placing all the image definitions we need, click the Image Def Calculate button found in the left-hand pane. Now we can select which image definitions and which loudspeakers we want included in the calculation from these lists. In this instance, we want our main loudspeakers to be calculated to our stage image definitions, so we will select both of these. Within this pop-up, you'll see a further degree of flexibility offered by TiMax, with granular control of how we want the calculation to proceed. We can opt to calculate level shading as per our loudspeaker parameters, set these gains to a fixed level, or remove them from the calculation entirely. We can also choose to have TiMax calculate delay times, or not. Normally, we want TiMax to calculate both level shading and delays based on the speaker types we set in the previous video. This is the default option, and the one we'll use here. When we're happy with our selection, click Calculate. Now, when we double-click on any of our image definitions, we can see the level and delay matrix sends from this point in space to all of our chosen outputs. We can also manually assign level and delay sends if we want to override this calculation. Let's quickly repeat the image definition calculation for our surround layer so that each image definition on the pan space has a set of level and delay values to use as a starting point. While at a basic level, image definitions simply create our spatial environment, they also open up a lot of creative opportunities. We can have image definitions that act as mutes or create a voice of God effect for our cast members. From sending to multiple spaces or to a broadcast feed, the possibilities are endless. Now we've built our space and mapped where we want the action to occur through image definitions, it's time to begin spatializing audio, the subject of our next video.